Welcome back. In this lesson, we're going to be talking about using Amazon, a very simple tool that they have to find keywords and to find how you should be describing your book, both in the title and description. But really, what we're going to focus on in this lesson, just looking at keywords and how to find them in the search bar. So this is the main page. It's going to look different. Obviously, they're always changing things. For me, obviously the Kindle pops up a lot because I look up a lot of Kindle books. But so yours isn't going to look exactly like this, but we're going to focus on the bar right here on the search bar. So what I want you to do is on the search, instead of all, I want you to go to Kindle Store. Okay, so that should pop up. And then let's use the example. We've been using the example of romance novels. So I'm just going to start typing in. Move my cursor there. Romance, and obviously you can see as I'm typing in letter after letter, you've got different things that pop up here. All right. So here, look at this. With only typing in R, you've already got romance. Romance and sex, romance novels, Kindle free. So you might want to write those down. It's already giving you ideas. And again, this isn't like a foolproof way, but for me, when I started using this tool and using the keywords in my descriptions and then the keywords that Amazon allows me to put in when I publish my book, my visibility went up big time. And I'll actually show you what a couple of my books and how they pop up. So romance, all right, so I'm going to type in R-O. See, again, you're going to see more romance. So let's just click the whole thing. Okay, so romance novels. You're going to write a romance novel. All right, romance novels and sex. Again, romance novel bestsellers. Romance Kindle books. That looks like a good one. So, again, it gives you a bunch of options. And then you can keep typing in, and it's going to give you more ideas. Okay, so that's one example. So let's look at one of my books, if I can just remember what one of the keywords is. So let's look at Marine Corps Kindle books. All right, so we're going to click on that and see what pops up. See if my books come up here. Okay, yep. Okay, here's one of them, Prime Asset. Okay, so because I have multiple books out there, I use different ones I use different keywords for each of them, so I kind of broaden okay, here's my first book, Back to War, and again, that's first page, okay, and I want to show you something. This episode 1 is one of the books that I published less than a month ago, okay, so it's already popping up on the first page of this search. Okay, so let's go back again. I don't even know why I just did that. I'm going to go back. If it'll allow me to go back here. All right, so let's go. Let me look at a different term. So USMC. Let's see here. USMC books. Let's see if mine pops up with that. Okay. Again, it's a pretty broad term. Oh, here we go. Council of Patriots, that's one of mine. Again, I haven't done too much special. Again, it's, as you can see, USMC books, there's none of that in my title, but because I probably have it in my description, it's probably one of my keywords that I have that I'll show you how to do later. See, and here's another one of my books right here. So for USMC books, I've got 2 books on the first page of the results. Now, if you know anything about Google and SEO and optimizing, that's really hard to do with a big beast like Google, but on Amazon you can still do it right now, and it's really, really easy to do. So again, a great tool. All you got to do, go down here, find Kindle Store, and just start typing. Well, I'll tell you what I did is, I found this, it wasn't my idea, it was some book that I read. There's a lot of pretty good books out there on how you can use Amazon and their tools, and just start typing letters and see what pops up. If you really don't know what keywords to use for your book, let's say you want a how-to book. So here's another example. So how to win friends and influence people is the first one that pops up. And again, this tool is supposed to be helping readers find books that are appealing to them, and it's awesome. But as writers, we can use this to help categorize, because we're seeing what Amazon is suggesting to other people. So look, that's an interesting one: How to Kill a Rock Star. I guess that's probably a book, but again, how to. All right, and see what else pops up. How to be a woman, how to train your dragon, how to look expensive, how to read a book. How about, let's say, how to write. Oops. If I could spell today. How to write a book, how to write a novel, how to write fiction, how to write an ebook. They've got a lot of books on here, and it's just about figuring out what people are looking for. And this isn't going to tell you how many people are looking for what, but it is going to tell you what Amazon is suggesting to other people. So again, a great tool that you can use here on Amazon. It's completely free. Hope that helped out, and stick around for the next lesson.